All right, all right, all right. I don't know how my mic works, but we are live and direct. Ask me anything. Man, how's my hair looking? Looking good, looking good. Anyways, Josh here, aka Lending Tips, aka Don't Buy Real Estate. Coming to you live from the loft, baby. It sounds like a cool restaurant, but it's not. It's literally my house. It's a loft. But we are going to talk about real estate here. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what we're going to talk about here. I learned something new the other day. I learned that you could do this. You could buy notes. You could structure seller finance deals, and then you could sell them off to people. I had no idea you could do that in the real world, but you do that. I guess they do it every day. And so I'm going to teach you guys that. We'll go through that real quick. We'll see everything we can do to help you guys further advance your careers and kind of go from there. Right? Wrong? Maybe so? Who knows? Okay, we'll take it. Let me just adjust my screen, make sure it fits. What's up, MRT Fortune, Johnny Stallings? What's going on, baby? What's studio mode? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. How do I get the comments on this screen so I don't have to look here? You started as soon as Josh ended. We good, bro. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that, huh? I didn't plan it. I totally forgot that he was still on. I thought he just stopped at 1 o'clock like the rest of society in the stock market. But hey, we'll take it, bro. We'll take it. What's going on with you guys? Happy Friday. Friday. We'll go for like 20 minutes here, 30 minutes. The kids should be coming home from school. They should be screaming and yelling. Friday, Dad, can I play with my iPad? And I'm going to say, sure. Go play with your iPads. Go learn. Anyways, let's talk about this spreadsheet here in the back. How do I minimize me? How do I minimize myself? All right, there I am. How do I look? Okay, so here's my spreadsheet. So a couple things I wanted to do with some of these properties is seller finance the homes. Now, if you guys don't know what a seller finance is, that's basically when me, the seller, ends up being the lender on the home to the buyer. So some of these properties aren't selling, so my idea was, hey, let me just offer some crazy terms and rates for buyers who probably couldn't qualify. And so I've been blasting this out on social media. I got a buyer to bite, and I have a guy. So once you structure the deal, he wants 10% down, and he wants a 10% interest rate. And you could see that right here, 10% down, 10% interest rate. If you do that, if you structure the deal, he will give you 80 to 90% of the note value. And we'll go through that and what that means for you guys at home. So if you guys have any questions, stop me. We'll talk about it. We could break it down. But let's rush through this real quick, or we'll slow through it. My offer on the house I have from my seller, it's actually the neighbor. The neighbor wants to buy the house, which is fantastic. He wants to pay $620,000. Keep in mind, he can't qualify for a loan conventionally. I already had my lender try to approve him. He just doesn't make enough money for a conventional loan. So we're going to go the seller finance route. So it's $620,000. He's putting down $62,000. That's 10%. He could do that. He wants to actually put down 20%, but I was like, look, just keep your cash. You don't have to do that. So his new loan amount is now $558,000. So 10% down, 62 grand. New loan amount's 558. That's his loan amount, the buyer's loan amount. He's going to pay a 10% rate, 30-year payment. First payment date's next month or this month, and his monthly payment is $46.50. Now, if you look over here to the right there, this is my current loan. I have a loan on it, right? Because I'm not rich like y'all. So I have a loan on it of $405,000. So the $405,000 is what I owe to my current hard money lender. And my payment is $33.04 So right there, you guys probably see something shocking, right? Where their monthly payment is $46.50 and my monthly payment is $33.04. Who gets to keep that difference until the guy buys the note? Me. So now, not only did I go from not selling the property to now I'm cash flowing just by being the seller and seller financing it. So I'm cash flowing $1,300 a month. So let's start over. 620, 62,000. New loan amounts 558. Interest rates 10. 30-year payment, 30-year term. Their payment's 4650. My current loan is a balance of 405 and a payment of 3304. So now I'm cash flowing $3,300. And one thing you also notice, or you're probably also wondering, where does that $62,000 go? Where do you guys think it goes? No? It goes to my pocket. So now this $62,000 comes straight to Papa. Papa takes it, pockets it, $62,000, creates a new note for $558. Boom. I'm now the ex-owner and the new lender, and the payments come to me. Now, the note buyer, the guy who's buying this from me, will not buy it from me unless my buyer makes 6 months of mortgage payments on time. So not only do I have to hold this for 6 months, I have to make sure my buyer makes the payment every single month. So now I'm a lender. Like, I'm sending out notices. I'm keeping track of things. I have a ledger. So all this stuff is another added complexity to this, but I think it's worth it. How do you become Papa like you, bro? Let's do it, man. Just hit me up. We got the school community. You could DM me on Instagram. You could email me. You could call me. If you really want to do this, you got some money, you got some properties, we can get creative and we can make something work. All right, so where do we leave off? I got my pre-workout. I'm going to try to lift some weights after this. I was only able to do cardio today in the morning. I need to get a pump. I haven't lifted weights in like 2 days. I hurt my shoulder. I feel like Josh Answers over here. Anyways, so we talked about the balance and the new loan amount and the $62,000. $62 is coming to Papa. $4,650 is coming to Papa. Papa's paying out $3,304. Papa is cash flowing $1,300. Here's the schedule, right? This is what it looks like for the buyer. Principal, interest. So my buyer's looking at this. Now let's go over here to where I make more money. This is the note buyer, okay? Oh, there's questions in here. I like that. What happens to the ascending balance borrower? Oh, I like that, bro. I like that. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. You need to get some deals, Brian. Get us some real estate deals, okay? You need to stop being on YouTube, all right? You've been on that shit all day, okay? Go get some deals. Anyways, note offer. This is what the guy is going to offer me. So I have 85 and 90%. I'm hoping for 90, right? But it's probably 85%. So the note buyer, the guy who's buying the loan from me, is giving me $474,304. Okay, so that's what he's giving me. But remember, I owe that. I owe 405, right? So that's what I owe, and this is what he's giving me. Plus, I already have the down payment, right? Papa keeps the $62,000. So 474 plus 62 is 536,300. Plus, I'm cash flowing the 1345 for 6 months, so I'm making another $8,000. Offer plus down payment plus cash flow is $139,000. What's up, Manny? So I'm making I'm netting $139,373. 2 weeks ago, I'm netting nothing. I'm renting this bad boy out. I'm losing $1,000. I'm thinking this is the only way I could do this. There's no other way out. Nothing's selling. The market's not moving. Somebody help me. What are we going to do? The sky's falling. But at the end of the day, you watch a couple videos, you talk to a couple people, you meet a couple people at a networking event, and things start to click. Someone's at my door. I told you the kids were coming. The kids are coming. So things start to click. I start to meet the right people. We've all watched Pace Morby's videos, right? We've all seen the subject to stuff. We've all seen the clickbait that we see on Clickbait Central, the short 30-second videos of, this is how I made so much money doing subject to. But you never fully understood it until you're in a predicament where you have to understand it. And so that's what I'm having to do now. So now, not only do I have a house I can't sell, I'm now turning it into a cash flowing property. I'm putting $62,000 in my pocket. And in 6 to 7 months, I will have all the money I invested into this property back into my books. Okay? Now I could go buy whatever I want. I could go buy another flip. I could go do this. I could do that. So at the end of the day, we could type in anything that's sitting there on the market. I need you guys to get creative like this. So I have 3 other properties that we're working on. We need to get these seller financed. We need to find buyers. I'm telling my agents, hey, don't take no for an answer. If someone wants to offer something, let's do it. Okay? So we can get creative. Max, shut up. So here's the 2 caveats. 10%, 10% down. 10% interest rate, 10% down. Okay, that's all my note guy wants to see. Now, it gets juicier if they put down more down payment. So if we can go up here, let's see if he puts down 15%. Oops, that didn't work. What's 15% of 620? 80 something? Let's see. 93. Okay, I was way off. 93. So now if he does 93,000 down, which is still fine. So 93,000 down comes to Papa. 93 comes to Papa. This changes quite a bit. Now I'm getting 142,000 in my pocket. If I can get that, if I can get the 15% down, my note buyer might go 90%, and that puts another 20 grand into my pocket. So ideally, that's kind of where I want to be. I want to be at the 90% mark. I want to get all the money I put into this property and cash flow a little bit of money, right? So this is some cool stuff that you guys can learn and do. We could do seller financing seconds. We can do note financing. We could wrap it around. I mean, there's lots of things we can do here. His name is Pace Morby. He's got a cool channel, subject to community. He charges like 15, 20 grand a year. You join his community and you learn stuff like this. I'm not in it. I just know a lot of people in. I know like 4 people who are in it, and they're like, it's basically cultier than the cult because they paid money to get in there. At least your cult, the other cult's free. This Pace Morby guy charges like 20 grand. Sometimes less, sometimes more. I don't know. That's his model, right? So at the end of the day, let's get creative. If you guys want a list of my properties and you want to try to sell this to someone who normally wouldn't qualify, text me or DM me. I'll send you the list of properties. See if you have a buyer. See if they want to do seller financing, and let's get it going. This works best in lower priced areas. It makes more sense. It's more affordable. So if we go to 100,000 and you put 10,000 down, anyone can do that, right? 10,000 down, 10% interest rate, your payment's 750. Say your balance is 75,000. That's not your payment. Say your payment is 350. So it looks a lot more doable, right? So you'll cash flow $400 a month. You'll end up with 13,000. It's just smaller relative accounts, balances, and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, this can work anywhere. I think it works. It's more realistic in lower priced areas. All right? Any questions, concerns? Nothing? Let me get bigger over here. All right, we back. All right, so that was my subject to good news of the week. My neighbor just listed. I made an offer before they listed, but they didn't take it and listed it anyway. Damn, that's racism, bro. No, I'm just playing. People do that. They want more money. They want to see what the market has to offer. All right. Anything else? What's up, Hardy Solutions? That was a pretty quick lesson. How long have we been going for? I don't even know. How long have we been going for? No super chats? All right, we out, bro. We out. Where's Tim Whitman? Tim's going to be pissed he missed this. He'll watch it. He'll watch the replay. He'll watch it. Am I putting the school sheet on this? I should, huh? That's a good idea, Johnny. I haven't, but I should. I like it. I like it. Sometimes I forget to put stuff in there that's like stuff like this. I think it might be too advanced. Maybe I'll get Pace More Beyond and he could walk us through it. No? That'd be weird. It'd probably cost me money, but let's do it. Flip with Rick. Who's Flip with Rick? That's a cool name. Sorry, I got some text messages. I have a, hey, my name is Colin Wang, and oh, nice. Oh, Johnny, you texted me, Johnny? Oh, thank you, Rob. Rob for Tim. Tim, you owe Rob $5. Jay from State Farm, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Rob and Tim Jr. and Jake, baby. Any general tips for long-term rentals? I appreciate you guys and the super chats, man. That helps the camera guy. Today it's me, but it helps the real camera guy. Any tips? I would say for rentals, I would try to make sure there's not a lot of deferred maintenance. Try to buy something that's a little newer. There's always going to be something wrong. Like I had a house and it got moldy. Not moldy, but the tenant did a mold test, and every house has mold, and she freaked out, opened up walls, nothing was there, had to pay for all that. So at the end of the day, try to find something that's a little newer where you can avoid broken AC furnaces, units, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, find something newish, doesn't need a lot of deferred maintenance, close to things, shopping centers. Get a property manager if you're out of state. If you're going to try to manage it yourself, that's a whole different topic of conversation. I would probably get a list of close handymen. There's a lot of tips I could give you. We could do a whole video on that, but those are just a few, Mr. Reserve Currency. He's got a school thing going on. Okay, text me the school. I'll check it out. Hopefully it's not paid. I was listening to the other stream and you said you're willing to open up your call logs to have somebody call listings for you. Let's do it, Jake. You ready? You too busy, man. You too busy for me. You selling State Farm, bro. No, aren't you still doing water heaters? You're doing water heaters, right? Let's see what I got. Johnny's texted me. He's texted me on the bat line. Someone called me. Oh, answer's called. Let's see.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm live, bro. What's going on?
I didn't know you were live, bro.
Oh, yeah. I didn't either. I didn't know you were still live.
Oh, I got off right now. I'm sick, bro.
You're sick? You're actually live, though. Are you allowed to say that you're sick, that you're dying?
Yeah, I told them that.
Oh.
I knew it.
But how'd you go 12 hours if you're sick?
What do you mean? I just sit there.
You sounded good when I was listening from 6 to 8 a.m.
Well, I sound beautiful. It's not my problem.
Now you sound terrible.
Or maybe on the phone. Sounds good in my mic.
I'm gonna show them your phone number real quick. Hold on.
Huh?
Phone number. Now I'm gonna get banned for showing your phone number.
Wait, why are you live on Friday?
I'm trying to go live at least once a week. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Okay, now that Joe Biden's out of office, I can talk freely.
Okay, what's your goal?
My goal is to provide as much real estate content and value as possible. Okay, today's goal was talking about subject to properties and note buyers. Do you
What
know?
about?
Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
do you know what a note buyer is?
Do I know what?
Do you know what a note buyer is?
I mean, someone just buying the debt.
Someone buying the debt that I create.
Yeah, but not owning the property and just collecting off the paper, right?
Yeah. So I can create a note now as a seller to a buyer, and then I take that note and I sell it to the other guy. So it's a way to sell the property without really putting it on the market, or say you can't get someone to buy it. You can get creative with people. We can do this with all the Chads.
What do you think about the, like, I guess for subject to, like, the takeover of, like, mortgages? What do you think about even that?
Yeah, I think that's doable. I think it's great.
So what do you think about the situation, though, where, because we had one of these last week, where the seller is willing to sell the property, and it's like even an assumable mortgage, but then they want like a high premium. How do you handle those situations?
What do you mean a high premium? Like the difference? Like say they
Yeah,
don't.
like so. Because what if it's not distressed, but they're willing to do like creative financing, but then
Yeah, they're willing to let you take over the mortgage or whatever, but
they want a lot for it, where it's like kind of you get one benefit, but then the price is still kind of not worth it.
Yeah, you can make it worth it. I mean, they have to get less greedy, but you could do a seller finance for the second mortgage. So,
And that's what do you, and then these don't have to be all cash properties, do they? Like the person or the seller doesn't, do they need to have the house paid off to do this
no,
stuff or no?
no, that's what we just went over. It's pretty crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
The seller just has to be understanding what they're getting into. The seller is now turning into the bank. If the seller's okay with that, then and they can understand that, then it's good. Most people can't.
can you essentially pay the premium monthly?
Yeah, you could
Like,
finance everything. Yeah, and then you own the house.
interesting. And then you could lend everywhere too, right? Because everyone asked, I had a couple of people
Yeah,
in different
I can
locations.
lend everywhere, but some states like New York, I don't like to lend in. It's too much tax. New York makes it very hard.
So you could fund any loan then for like any chat hypothetically?
As long as they qualify. I'm more conventional VA, FHA. I can't just do like a Josh Answers special.
Well, what do you do for the, I guess, how would you get financing for like a trader or somebody
Bank
starting
statement
a business?
loans. Bank statement loans. All the deposits we look at are asset loans. That's what we would do with like traders. You guys call yourselves traders still? I don't think you guys are traders.
I mean, that's
What do you guys,
that's
day
the word.
traders? Is that still like a thing?
Well, I think it's just no like qualified income, because that's something that I'm seeing the difference in with some of the emails is that some Chads, like, I don't think they realize that they have way easier access to money just because they work the job consistently. And then there's a group that has long terms, has the down payment, but then they have a really, spotty, like, verifiable or taxable income.
Yeah, we could
So,
work with both. You just have to, people have to jump through hoops. If they don't want to jump through hoops,
I would say, how do you get people? I feel like that's the hard part. Like, I feel like the hard part with all of this is being able to go start to finish, from hunt for the property, even if you feel like everything's out of reach, and then going through it, then the offer, but then and then the financing. Do you think somebody should go to the financing first, or should they just start shopping?
uh, probably both. But why don't, I just thought of an idea. Why don't we just make it like a one-stop shop? We get the properties off market. We do all the legwork. The people just show up and buy it.
Well, the only problem is because we would charge a premium. We wouldn't do it for free. And then if you charge
Well, why are
too
you
much of
getting
a
greedy,
premium,
bro? We don't have to get charged too much of a premium.
but then it wouldn't be worth it. And then like it has to, if it made sense where
It would make
the
sense.
buyer
Like,
could
say, let's
still get a
walk.
good property
Yeah, well, it'll
and
make
they could get
sense.
it at a good deal, because that's the thing too. I think every Chad now, my big focus has been equity. You know, I think every Chad's first deal, or especially if they're going to live in it, although we could like, you know, some people have to prioritize where they're going to live, but for jobs, work, kids. But other than that, I think everybody else should be trying to go for equity and maximizing equity.
Yeah.
So if we can find deals like that where it makes sense, where we could put in a fee for it, for sourcing it, and then it still gives them equity building property, I'm all for it. But the minute the equity gets violated, I'm not down for any
Violated? Relax, dude.
Yeah,
It's my equity to violate. You can't just say violated.
No, I am the third party champion for the Jazz. That's it. I will not. From Don Lemon down to the Jazz, I gotta keep it real with them, bro.
I have a member. I just got a notification. My first one ever. It says member for 20 months, stock trading. I have a member for 20 months. That's crazy.
I think it's almost 2 years, bro.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah,
that's awesome. But at the end of the day, my goal, what if we just find the property? We have the cold callers. They find the property. We charge a small fee. We charge a small fee, $5,000.
Even then, even if we assume all that, we got to go back to the first problem of like, which one do you do first? Do you?
No, it doesn't matter because we're finding the property. We'll do the seller finance on the property.
Oh, you want to seller finance these then too? I feel like that'd be cash intensive, no?
No, it's no cash. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Nothing out of our pocket. And then when after 6 months, the person comes over and they buy the note from us. And that's when you get paid.
Where would they buy can they refinance?
They can refi. Yeah, they can refi.
But it sounds interesting. I think it all comes down to equity. But then again, what about the buyers who don't necessarily qualify? How are you going to qualify everyone?
Doesn't matter. We look at our own parameters. If they have bank statements, we can use that. My note buyer only cares about the interest rate and the down payment. He said he'll buy any note that's performing after 6 months. The risk is if they miss a payment within 6 months, he's not going to buy it.
Oh, he'll buy it after 6 months.
Yeah, so we're not going to get paid for 6 months.
You got to incubate it.
That's fine. We'll snowball. It'll all snowball. You'll get 1 this month and 10 next month, and it just snowballs. It'll be a business.
I think it could work, but I would only trust. Like, I would have to have a strict underwriting.
Yeah, we have people.
I wouldn't trust everybody with that, more or less.
Yeah. Well, we could work through it. We're live on stream talking about it for the first time in our lives, so I think we can figure it out.
I like it. I mean, if he's willing to buy that, but then, because I think it's the one good thing for some people is that they could buy their first property, even if it's like weirder financing, and then use that to build up a payment history.
Oh yeah, and well, the house would be in their name, so it'd be.
And then it makes it easier for other loans, or they could even refinance to like a more conventional loan or anything of that nature.
That would be the goal: is to coach them on how to get a refi into a conventional loan with a lower rate. Maybe pull out some equity, go rinse and repeat, do it again. That we could make it like a whole course, basically, how to grow their portfolio. But it's more hands-on. It's not like, hey, just go buy a long-term, hold it. Like, you have to really coach these people, and you have to handle.
Well, yeah, that's why I think the difficulty is going through that. A lot of people just give up after the 30-day process or whatever.
Yeah, you got to just coach everyone through. Is that why you called me? You called me because you wanted.
I did not call you for that. No. It's something else.
Oh, okay. You coming out or what? You coming out of the closet or no? Not today.
Yeah, I didn't know how to tell you, so I was like, you know what? I'll just give you a call now. I thought, now that Trump is in office, maybe
now's the perfect time. Now that.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. My wife says my jokes aren't funny anymore, but I thought that was good. I think I still got it.
I mean, you're not as funny as you used to be, but sometimes you just.
I think I'm pretty funny. All right. Well, good talk.
All right. Well, I'll
I'm
talk
gonna
to you soon.
I'm gonna change my title to "Ask Me and Josh Answers Anything" so I can get 4 more views.
4 more. I mean,
This is
hey,
the
since
lowest view count you've had since you started. We have 20 people right now.
that's good.
Yeah, how do
You
you?
don't remember the early days, bro.
That's what I'm saying. This is the lowest since the early days. How do you feel? You just lost
I
2 people because you came out. Look at that.
That's a problem. Y'all look at the viewer count. If I looked at the viewer count, oh man, we would have we wouldn't be here, sir.
All right. Well,
Can't.
you lost another one. Okay, I'm hanging up, bro. I'm hanging
All right,
up.
man.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
This guy cost me all the viewers, bro. Cost me all the viewers. All right. Well, that's it for tonight. We appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate being a member for 20 months. We appreciate Brian, Jake from State Farm, and Rob Canton Jr., aka Tim Jr. Tim, you got to Venmo this guy $5 plus interest. Okay, $5 plus interest. You got it. What happened to TNT? Do they still stream? They do not still stream. One of the T's is no longer with the company or with the stream. Although now you guys want to show up. Brian just texted in the chat that Josh Answers was on, and so 3 more people showed up. Not gonna work. Not gonna work, Brian. All right. I'll see you guys later.